Before every shift, it never fails that I express my lack of wanting to work, and once I begin my shift, getting to work with everyone, I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. My name is Kia Thomas Square, and the most impactful community for me has been serving at Granite City Food and Brewery for the past year. This beginning year, I experienced my first serving job, and it was extremely difficult to force myself to talk to people and ask them at every turn if there was anything I could get for them. And just being around a strong motivational team, I lost that fear and have grown as a server and as a person. The best part about our work community is that we all come from different backgrounds. Our experiences have led, and experiences that have led us here. I being in college and working for rent, then there are others who are parents and this is their family income, or simply young adults that just want to make extra cash alongside their actual career. And it's a really nice experience because all of us bring something different in terms of morality and experience in itself, and we can all learn from that. Plenty of different communication habits form due to the amount of diversity in our work area. So we have some Spanish speakers that work in our system, and it just helps to hear encouragement through different ways. We have some people that come from different origins as far as countries, as far as states. So it's really nice to kind of mix all that together, and it's really helpful to kind of have a different perspective on things. Plenty of people have differences as servers because we can't simply exit the community. There is a sense of understanding, and at the same time, if we have disagreements or anything like that, we know that we have to be cordial with one another because we are still all a part of a team that needs cooperation from every aspect. So that's understanding. Others may seem working together as servers as simply showing up to work and then leaving. However, for me, it's become my group of friends and people I share life stories with. Yeah, you let in as much as you give out, in my opinion. And for those that don't participate in the community, they don't get the experience at its full capacity. Another strong detail in enhancing our relationship in the community is the people that you typically tend to work with. Being a student, most of my shifts are on the weekends, so I do tend to work with the same people. Given that I tend to spend more time with them and I get to know them more closely, so when it comes to working my shift, it's like I get to hang out with people that I've been waiting to hang out with most of the week and things like that, so that's really enjoyable. We all have the same mentality when it comes to most things, such as teamwork and helping others, as well as being able to set aside your needs for someone else. So if I see a server that looks stressed or is frantically running around and I have a free moment, I know I can ask, is there anything you need help with? And just the same, if I were in their position, we naturally understand that if one part of our team can't work efficiently, then the whole team will suffer. And that's really nice because you can empathize with people because they've been there with you. Just the same as having a table that wasn't so good or was great. These things we can empathize with, and we can say, "Oh my goodness, like they left me a great tip." And sometimes people understand where you're coming from with something like that. They can share stories about good tips that they've had, or if you had a really bad tip and it kind of hurts your pride a little bit, then it really helps hearing from someone else. Hey, I've been there before. I did everything I could and it just didn't work out. So that's definitely understandable. In my opinion, community is really important because it gives you a sense of, it really humbles you at the same time. So it lets you know that there's other people that feel just the way you do. And when it comes to serving, there's so many ways that you can actually empathize with other people in something like that, as far as they understand where you come from, they understand what you're doing, and you can explain things that frustrate you or things that get you excited, and they can really come at it from the same angle. Given that they have a different background, they can also come at it at a different approach that really helps you understand things about it. So that's really nice. As well as different things that may intimidate you as a server. That's really exciting as well. In our community, like I said, we have different ways that we uplift one another. Different situations that may discourage others, we have abilities to encourage one another, and that's really, really necessary in the server industry. Most often you have times that get really stressful, or you get really uptight about different situations, and 9 times out of 10 there's someone else that can compare things with you, and 9 times out of 10 there's someone that can be there to help you. And that's really what it comes down to when it comes to community. Given all the volunteer work that I've done, and given the times that I have been able to help others, I can definitely say I've taken many of the things I've learned from serving and been able to apply that to my community as a whole. As myself, I've been able to apply that to my personality. So I very much feel that has made me very humble, and being able to experience this community has helped me extract that same atmosphere and use it in other areas to encourage another community in itself.